Now to the latest from Baltimore. Today, workers began cutting the steel beams of the collapsed bridge. It's one of the first steps in reopening a shipping lane, which is an economic lifeline for the people of Baltimore. CBS's Nicole Sganga is there tonight. She's been covering this story from the very beginning. Nicole, good evening to you.
Good evening, Jerika. Crews have begun to cut the steel wreckage surrounding the container ship. Now, the 21-member crew and 2 pilots remain on board. That is standard to ensure that the vessel doesn't pose a future risk, but officials confirm they are safe.
These massive cranes and their operators standing by, ready to lift the debris trapping the cargo ship Dolly.
Behind me, about 1.5 miles away from the crash site, you can see the Chesapeake 1000. That is the colossal crane responsible for lifting up to 1,000 tons of twisted steel off of the container ship Dolly.
Crews making the first cuts into the mangled beams.
This is going to be a very complex process, so it takes a lot to make sure that it can be dismantled safely, to make sure that the vessel stays where it is supposed to be and doesn't swing out into the channel.
Seconds before the Tuesday collapse, Maryland Transportation Department police officers calling on scanner traffic.
Hold on traffic on the Key Bridge. There's a ship approaching that just lost their steering.
Rushing to shut down traffic on both sides of the bridge.
Crowd traffic on their site right now.
Police Union President Jim Krasinski.
3 officers from the Maryland Transportation Authority Police saved dozens of lives in an instant with their quick thinking.
6 families are mourning the death of their loved ones. Construction workers repairing the bridge when it crashed into the river.
El Señor es contigo.
And on Easter Sunday, parishioners gathered at this church to remember them.
Nuestros 6 hermanos.
Our 6 brothers that died from the Francis Scott Key Bridge collapse, the pastor said, we must help them face the empty tomb.
Right now, there are a handful of fundraisers to help support the families of victims. The Baltimore Civic Center has already raised over $350,000, roughly 4,100 donations. Jerika?
Yeah, the family's going to need that support. Nicole Sganga, thank you.